Hey guys, Jellica here from aprettyfix.com and welcome back to my channel. Today is a special day. I'm actually really excited to be participating in the first ever My Seasonal Home Challenge, the Fall Home Tour Edition. It's being hosted by two bloggers and YouTubers who I've been following for a long time, so I'm really excited to be participating in their challenge. One of the hosts of the challenge is Colleen from Lemon Thistle, and the other is Lindy from Love, Create, Celebrate. And I will leave links in the description box below to their YouTube channels. Both have a very modern approach to home decor and DIY. Lindy's style is very much focused on very classic black and white themes. She does a lot of DIY transformations, and she and her husband know a ton of stuff about home renovating, and I just really get a lot of inspiration. I'm not as handy as them, but I have to say that I really love to watch what they are able to accomplish with their home. And the other host is Colleen from Lemon Thistle, and Colleen's style is also very modern. She focuses on neutrals plus black and white and marries them together in this really beautiful, lovely style. And she also does a lot of home transformations, and I am just in awe of these two ladies. I'm also going to be providing a link in the description box below this video to all of the fall home tours and all of the YouTubers and bloggers who are participating in today's My Seasonal Home Tour Challenge. So without further ado, let me take you into my seasonal home tour. On our front porch is this Hello welcome mat, which I've had for a while. So really the only main change that I made was the addition of this DIY wild rustic wreath. I really love how it turned out. It's a mix of faux florals and also dried florals that I picked up at Michael's, and I actually shared it on the blog recently, so I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can check out that tutorial. Now when you walk into our home, you enter the foyer or our entryway, and it's a bit tight, but it's actually a nice little distinct area that's separated out from the rest of the home. And I haven't changed the style since we moved into our house in 2010, so it's a little bit dated, but I do have plans for it. But you know what, I always love to decorate, and so I did add a couple of plastic pumpkins here. And then on the opposite side, I did add just a couple of touches for the season. When you look to the far right, I actually have a key bowl and this really adorable sunglasses holder, and really most of the time I don't use it. I just love the look of it. I love quirky decor. Now on the wall is this fiber art piece that I actually made, and I shared the step-by-step on how to make it on the blog, and I'll leave a link in the description box below for the full tutorial. Now the main seasonal item that I added to the buffet table is this vase of citrus and sage green faux foliage, which I just absolutely love, and this crystal next to the vase, which adds a little bit of twinkle and adds a little unexpected touch to this style moment. Now when you go past the foyer and the pocket doors, you enter into our great room, which is a lovely open concept space that I absolutely love. And there are lots of different places where I love to decorate, add little seasonal touches, like this cubby wall display, which I did a DIY on and blogged about, and I'll leave a link in the description box below on that. I just added a couple of pine cones, nothing too over the top, but it's definitely a great nod to the season. So this is our living room, which is where we spend the bulk of our time eating, watching TV. Just love the space. I always decorate it for each season. Now recently I added this faux fiddle leaf tree and put it in this charcoal gray basket. Just absolutely love it. And of course the little seasonal touch here is this black plastic pumpkin. Really love it. It's a few years old, but it just really works within this space. In many ways, the pumpkin is a kind of jumping off point for my color scheme, which is a little bit of black, a little bit of white, with touches of rust and soft greens, and I pepper this all throughout the space. And the coffee table is sort of emblematic of my decorating scheme all throughout the home. But I also didn't want to forget about textures, and I loved introducing some of these sort of softer elements like the green foliage that's in this beautiful brass vessel, and even this burlap sort of touch, which you'll see elsewhere on the coffee table. But the pumpkins in particular add this lovely kind of lush velvet touch that really adds a little bit of texture and also a sense of comfort and coziness. One thing that I should mention is that I actually mixed in thrifted pieces into the coffee table decor, like that round rattan tray and the brass elements, and I think it just integrates beautifully. Next to the TV on the far left is another kind of cozy moment with that throw blanket on top of that ladder, and as well this seagrass basket which holds, a pillow and another velvet pumpkin, as well as another throw blanket. And I just think these little style moments, not only are they practical, but they're beautiful too, and just add a lovely, comfy touch. Along the window wall is one of 2 IKEA Ektorp couches that I've had for a long time, and I've just decorated it with some cozy seasonal touches like this fox print pillow, which I absolutely fell in love with from H&M Home. I was really impressed with the quality of it, and it's really affordable, so I would definitely recommend you guys checking that out online. I also got this graphic pillow with the tassels from H&M Home and just really, really loved it. Along the other couches, I used some Amazon pillows and really, really loved them, especially this black and white print mudcloth pillow. I just love how it just sets the tone for this space, and it really ties in again with some of the charcoal gray elements that I've incorporated here and there in the home just to add a lot of warmth, including the 2 armchairs here in our sitting space, where I just added a couple of throw blankets with a little bit of detailing on them just for a little lovely design touch. And I really just kept it very light. I just wanted to add a little bit of black just to be able to tie in with some of the black elements in my home, including this DIY modern minimal gallery wall. I actually did a tutorial on how to create your own gallery wall, and I'll leave a link in the description box so you guys can check that out. And on this area, I just added to the console table a little bit of early fall foliage with those orange berries in that vintage planter, and I think it just sets the tone for the rest of the space, where I really just added light seasonal touches here and there. And that includes our dining nook in the back area of our great room, where again I repeated the same kind of patterns of adding in black and white, and including this plaid throw blanket, which I just think is beautiful, and plaid I think is just quintessentially autumn, and it just works really well in this space. I picked up this black pottery vase, which has this lovely earthy element from HomeSense here in Canada, and just filled it with these faux florals from Michaels, and I think it just works really well. Along the back buffet table, I added in black and white elements like this basket with this bouquet of wheat. I just love how the 2 contrast together, and it's a practical basket. I actually put my chargers and some tea towels in there, so I just think it works really well, and it's just the perfect spot for it. I also added a stack of books to create a kind of riser, to add this white pumpkin scented candle with, again, a little bit of a twinkle with this crystal. And hello everybody, that's me recording. And I also added this task lamp, which I also purchased from Amazon. I love that it's adjustable and it's really sturdy, really solid. So happy with this purchase, and I think it just works in the space. Now the last place that I wanted to share with you is the kitchen in our great room, which is light and bright. And I don't decorate the kitchen too much from season to season, but I did decide that I really wanted to create a seasonal tray display with some practical and decorative items like those faux florals, as well as some fall flavored coffee, and of course that pumpkin on top. I just really love the look of it. And I did decide to use tea towels this year to create these little style moments. I just love this one with the cow and the pumpkins, and as well right on top of it I've got a little wooden pumpkin and a tea kettle. And this other little vignette, again, I used a tea towel to kind of create a base, and then created a vignette around it with a vintage print that I found at a thrift store and a few seasonal items. I just really love the look of this. It just really creates this kind of warm, cozy feeling. Another thing that I like to do with tea towels is to actually layer them, like I did here with this black and white striped tea towel against this fall vintage inspired tea towel. It's different, and I think the two different styles are contrasting, yet it really works beautifully together. Well, that is my seasonal home, my fall home tour. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. You can also visit me at aprettyfix.com, where I blog about all things handcrafts, decor, and DIY. I will see you all in the next video.